A long time ago, ladies and gentlemen, there used to be this thing called couch co-op. You may remember, if you're of the older generation. If you're a younger buck, then you need to sit up and listen. If you own a Wii U, then you're already ahead of the game. But this video is about couch co-op. This video is about the long lost same room multiplayer that we all us gamers grew up with. And I'm from the sort of 80s as a child. Some of my best gaming memories are from the retro games. We're all in the front room, we're all huddled around a single screen, we're all sharing a pad, we're all competing for high scores. It wasn't always co-op. Sometimes it was just competing against one another, passing that pad around. And now we're in a genre where people stay at home. Broadband's changed things, and I miss the couch co-op aspect of multiplayer. So I've looked for some decent ones on the PlayStation 4, and I have found them, and I'm going to give you an idea or a little handful of some of my favorites. I hope you enjoy, guys, and yeah, take note. Of course, it's Broforce, the no-brainer, the free PSN game a couple of months ago. Absolutely fantastic art style, absolutely great 8-bit thing going on here. It's a brilliant platformer. It's actually gruelingly difficult. It works really well as co-op. It works really well as 4-player. You're all on the same screen. Look at the mentalness that goes on screen with this game. It's got a fantastic 80s vibe, action hero vibe. You can see that the characters change, that you control all the time. There's a sort of life one-up a gift setup where you can get to a flag or you can get to a cage to rescue a hostage. This gives your co-op player another life. You're constantly changing things up. I mean, there's a Rocketeer here, there's Rambo here. He has a different weapon. Mr. T's got a flamethrower. It's just a match made in heaven for me. Well, me and my friends absolutely, completely fell in love with it. It's so good. The sound is brilliant. It reeks of the 80s. It's got this action hero brilliance to it, and it's actually a very good game. It's a very difficult platformer. You can see that there's explosives and physics involved. It's a bit like a puzzle game. You can't just go blundering in. You have to sort of look, work out what's happening. First on my list, one of the best on the list, an 80s classic. Broforce, guys, go for it. Well, if you don't know about Rocket League, you've either been living under a stone or been in a mental asylum for the last year. This game took the PSN network by storm. Again, it was free. Again, it was a sleeper hit that just grew. The community around this game is phenomenal. I love how it's one of the only sports games I actually enjoy playing. It takes the football aspect, the strategic aspect, the communication aspect from playing on a pitch, and just it's non-stop. You know, the ball never goes out of play. There's no boringness to it. You're playing electric cars, for God's sakes. It just reeks of quality, and the studio knew this, and it's going to jump to the Xbox One, but I was walking around for months a proud PlayStation 4 owner that this was an exclusive. People flock to this game. It's an e-sport now. It's so colourful, and one of the things that a few people realise is that it's split screen. You know, you can have a mate round, you can play other people online, you can even play the AI, which is really good actually. And back to my communication aspect, you really do have to be in touch with the person next to you. It works so well when you're both in the same room, and it works very well split screen. Nothing's lost, no frame rate, no resolution. Beautiful. Another no-brainer. Grab this if you haven't already. Had to be on the list, one of the greatest fighting games ever made, and fighting and driving games used to be a co-op man's dream. Split screen driving games and fighting games were the bedrock of decent co-op, and Street Fighter goes back 20 years for me. I was playing the arcade in my local fish and chip shop. Street Fighter 2 was just a massive cultural hit where I was from, and people took it extremely seriously. I followed the series for a long time. I kind of moved away from it a bit with all the alphas and all the other shite that came out after Street Fighter 2, but swung right back into Street Fighter 4 actually. Really loved it, so I grabbed this very quickly. As you can see, I've actually just purchased it today of recording this video, and they've changed up the moveset a little bit, and they've also quickened it up, tightened it up. There's a few other areas. There's no longer the build. There's things are in different areas, but it's not a problem. It looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning, and there is no better night in with mates than a Street Fighter night in. The arguments, the rivalry, the actual anger that can come through from losing when you're playing your best. It is just a great couch co-op game. It should well deserve a place on this list. I like what they've done with the new one. They've added some new characters. There's a bit of controversy about the actual amount of content in it. There's not an actual one-player campaign. There is a survival mode, but you know, that's going to come. So Street Fighter 5, if you haven't looked into it, if you used to play it, grab it guys, because it's a brilliant couch co-op. And again, everyone has their sort of favourite Street Fighter fan, and a Street Fighter character rather, and there's very few people who've never or not heard of this game, and people who don't game know about Street Fighter. It's also a very big esport, but yeah, I have had year-long or 3 or 4 year long, or still have rivalries going with some of my best mates on Street Fighter. I'm a build character mover. They often play as Ken and Ryu. I mean, these rivalries go back 4 or 5 years. So fantastic game. Looking forward to getting into the new one. From what I see of it, it's great. So yeah, see you down there. All my regular listeners are going to be groaning now, and I'm sorry guys, and I sound like a broken record about this game, and I'm always harping on about it, but let's just do the box ticking for Helldivers. It's sci-fi, it's got machine guns in it, it's got aliens and monsters and killer cyborgs in it. It's a twin stick shooter, okay? It's top down, and it's 4 players on the screen at the same time, and it really does work. And like Left 4 Dead, you cannot turn friendly fire off, so communication is key with this game. Again, if you're a PSN owner, you would, or a PSN subscriber, you would have had this free as well a couple of months ago, about a month ago. Fair enough, the poor servers couldn't cope with it too much, but things have calmed down now, and if you got it at the time, fire it up again, because everything's silky smooth. I love the upgrade system. I love the stratagem system. Stratagems are things that you call into battle, and they're a fiddly thing to do, and it's a great idea that you have to input a large amount of controls to pull in help. As you can see here on this footage, the roles change really quickly. I can't fire at the moment. I'm looking for some bombs. My friend has to actually protect me during this period of time. There's loads of little things you have to do in the map to complete your objectives in order to get flown out, and the whole time you're completely frightened that you're about to get swamped. The aliens or the machines, they set off an alarm system. If you don't kill them quick enough, they call in their friends, and this is like a bit like the horde mode, where you're just swamped and panic ensues, and of course you can't fire in the direction of your colleagues, so you have to start thinking. You can't. It's not just a button bashing, trigger and pulling a crazy game. You have your brain working. As you can see there, I buggered up defusing a bomb and lost a life, and of course the colleague has to pull you in. There's a massive amount of variety with the alien types and the robot types. These are brand new for me, and the game's really opening up for me now. And as you can see, we screwed up, and stuff gets called in on our own. We called stuff in on our own heads, but I can't stress enough how much I'm enjoying this game. Arrowhead, Scandinavian studio. You know, I love the idea of it being an indie hit, and I love the world that they've set it in. It's a brilliant sort of middle finger at capitalism. It's got some hilarious humour in it. I find myself I keep going back to it. I really enjoy owning it. I'll often watch films or watch a sci-fi film and I think, oh my god, I've got to play Helldivers now. When 4 players get involved, as with Left 4 Dead, this is when really cool stuff starts happening. People have complementary perks. They have health perks that allow the teams to benefit. There can be someone that can be a tank style heavy weapons guy with big armor. There can be someone that's quick and go around, a healer essentially. You're always on the move. You're always in a panic. It's very good. It doesn't require online chat, and of course, check out this outro. I mean, 3 mechs. We're waiting for the drop to come in. We're about to get completely swamped. We're holding everything off. You know, the drop ship's on its way down. It couldn't end better. It really is a fairy tale for me, this game. Get down there, get enjoying it, and thanks for watching, guys.